This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Identitech, TFG, Will E, Steve Aldersley, Kurt, David, Jason Bates, at HawkRoVideo69 on Twitter, Mason Frost, Matthew McLaughlin, Andreas Glaisel, Biff C, Ray Schuster, and B Javer for sponsoring this video, supporting me, my family, the channel. I appreciate it highly, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Welcome everyone to poll album number 20. Taking a small break right at the beginning of Sonic Youth, right between Evil and Sister, to bring you this poll album that was decided by my Discord people. I'll plug the Discord at the end of the video, but if you want to go check, link is in the description. I have about 150 members there. And the 4 albums that were chosen are here, and as you can see, To Bring You My Love won with 47% of the vote. College Dropout was tied with To Bring You My Love for a while, but PJ Harvey kind of just, what was it, broke out ahead? Is that the right term? Yeah, so that's what we're going to be listening to today, is To Bring You My Love. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions of these reactions at my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. $10 a month gets you access to about 25 reactions unedited from Modest Mouse going forward. So if you want to support the channel, have access to unedited reactions. I cannot talk today. You can hop in at the $10 level. If not, $1 a month gets you access to vote in these polls that we do. Got about 27 patrons, so if you would like to join, support the channel, would be highly appreciated. Anyway, we're gonna, I think, hop right on into this album, To Bring You My Love. I have reacted to one song from this album already. I will link it in the comments, probably. It's typically how I do it. What was it? Down by the Water. Hold on, I have it all pulled up. I'm not even ready. Down by the Water. I don't fully remember if I liked it a lot. You'll have to go watch the video, and you'll be able to kind of see a second reaction here. I react to so many songs. I try to put out like one video a day, and most of them are song reactions. So it's really easy for me to forget a song if it doesn't like impact me right away and I listen to it a bunch, like I really love it. So I didn't really love that one apparently, but I remember finding it really interesting. There's a very kind of like an edge to it. There was a friction in it, but there was also like a little bit of, I wouldn't call it like romanticism, but there was a definite feminine edge to it as well. I found it to be very compelling, I know that much. So yeah, I think we're going to hop right on in. This is her third album from '95, alt rock, punk, blues, blues rock, art rock, singer-songwriter, all that stuff. This is a third album after Rid of Me, which Rid of Me and Let England Shake have been on my list of albums to listen to for a while. And I think even one of her later albums came up in a poll as well. And what was it? Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea was on a poll. Didn't make it through. This one did. So of all the PJ Harvey albums to listen to first, kind of interesting that we'll be doing this one. But I think it's her most successful album, best-selling, but maybe not her best acclaimed. I don't know. But I'm open to it. I am excited to listen to some of these tracks. I don't think I have anything else to add here. So without further ado, I hope my camera is in focus because my last reaction, it was not. So I made triple sure, and I hope it's looking good. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with the opening title track, To Bring You My Love.
I've been down for years. Bring you my love. To bring you my love.
Intriguing. A few things to say right off the bat. So first thing I noticed was obviously the blues vocal delivery. I was getting flashbacks to when I listened to Nick Cave and Tom Waits back to back, which were two of my worst reactions. I will go on record and say that. I think I recorded them the same day, and I just like was not in the right mood or headspace or had the right energy to react to stuff. And I really phoned it in. They're not good reactions, and I apologize to everyone for that who watched them. But I got a lot of Nick Cave vibes from this, and I look and I notice that she dated Nick Cave from, when was it? 96 to 97, I think it said. Yes. So it says from 96 to 97, following their musical collaborations, Harvey had a relationship with Nick Cave. I don't know what they collaborated on. Was it, because it doesn't look like Nick collaborated on PJ's stuff. Did she appear on his stuff is the question. Murder Ballads? Is she on Murder Ballads? Yes, vocals. Interesting. I Here's the thing. I like it as much as I like some of the Nick Cave stuff I've heard. I find it compelling. I like the raw element to it. I always struggle with this because, like, I don't know how to grade music in a certain way because, like, the music that I really love is stuff that I would want to come back to and listen to a lot. Of all the Nick Cave that I've heard so far, the only one that I would want to come back to is the Mercy Seat, which I have done a reaction for that song. And Let Love In, the album, which I just mentioned, which was not a fantastic reaction. So it's like, I have nothing bad to say about this, but is me saying that this isn't music that I would want to come back and listen to again like a critique? I don't really think so, because there's the ability to grade things subjectively and objectively, right? So I'm grading this objectively by saying, like, it's a compelling listen and I'm enjoying myself, but subjectively it's not like grabbing anything within me and like latching on to where I'd want to return, if that makes any sense. That's how I felt by Down by the Water as well. But I mean, it's mainly just because I'm not super into, like, I understand the blues vibe. I don't fully connect with it as a person, but intellectually I really like it. So, like, I'm not going to dislike this album probably. It's just I don't seek out blues. But I do like the edge that some of these songs have, and I like that really minimal composition of the guitar with like some ancillary, I think the organ was in this track, just some ancillary instruments to kind of ornament that main guitar line. But it was, I have a sneeze. I think that's the first time I've ever sneezed while I've been talking in a reaction. Oh my gosh. Got to leave it in. With just that simple, stark guitar line. And I remember Down by the Water having an interesting riff too, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's keep going on. Meet Ze Monsta. The hard panning is a little crazy. The production was cool. Like I said, the hard panning was like a little jarring, but it typically is for me. It's like the early stereo remasters of the Beatles, where it's just like, what? People, why is the band playing on exactly either side of me? The riffs have been good on this album so far, and the guitar playing and the guitar production is good. I like that little break kind of in the middle there. So far, it's really just like that punk blues vocal delivery that I'm just not a huge fan of. It's just not to my taste, which vocals usually are like one of the most divisive elements of any musical project, right? It's like people love Radiohead because of the vocals, people hate Radiohead because of the vocals. Well, not solely because of them, but it's like, Tom York, you either go one way or the other, right? With this, it's not really my thing, but I don't mind it. I'm more enjoying the music than the vocals, which all you who love PJ Harvey are probably crucifying me because of that right now. But you know what? Subjective opinion. It's my taste. My taste. Working for the man. Cool. I like I feel like one of the other songs had this too. It was maybe the opening track. This interesting blend of, like I said, this punk blues, this art rock thing, very minor key kind of stuff, but then there's the occasional break, and you get this kind of really interesting melody chord progression that kind of is like a more like, I wouldn't say pop oriented, but it's a lighter tone that you don't normally hear in these kind of styles. The ASMR vocals didn't fully go over well with me in some parts, but I like the really kind of low key, kind of like sexy vibe of that one too. This is very unique music for still fitting within its own like genre norms, but also branching out and trying different stuff. I can definitely see her running in the same circles as, Nick Cave. Obviously you have Mick Harvey on here as well. So it makes sense, but she's definitely doing different things and bringing different things to the table. Come on, Billy. This is a single from this album. So yeah, let's go. I'm waiting for the 4 chord. It's not going to show up. What's kind of funny is that PJ Harvey was like, I wouldn't say accused, but like questioned about tracks like Down by the Water and stuff. I probably with this one as well, about like, is this real? Does this actually happen? And it's like, dude, she's doing the same thing that like Nick Cave does. Did Nick Cave get questioned endlessly about, all the things he wrote about? I don't know, man. I don't know. But that was a nice little acoustic break from the, while be it good, like stark minimal electric guitar riffs, a little bit of an acoustic kind of, I wouldn't say ballad, but murder ballad. I wonder how much, because it says that John Parrish did guitar in here as well. I wonder how much of the guitar work is solely PJ versus, other contributors. Because it looks like a couple people contributed to guitar on this, but I don't know. Solid track. I could see it being a single. Good. Teclo. See, that's what I mean about mixing styles. I don't know if you would call it this, but it's almost like modal interchange because these blues riffs are within like a certain style, a certain scale, and these other motifs that come in almost seem like to be in a different mode almost. It's hard to describe, but they somehow like work on top of each other. It's impressive. There you go. There it is again. Pardon my screeching son. That's possibly one of my favorites so far, actually. I really like it was a really nice balance of that minimal blues riff work that we've heard so far with a really nice kind of chorus break that's a little bit lighter and a little bit more yearning. And I thought the vocal work was really nice as well. Like, subjectively, that's one of my favorites so far because it really hits a little bit closer to my tastes and the stuff that resonates with me. So I felt that one. All right, halfway through, everyone. Long Snake Moan. Great. Fantastic. I like that one a lot. Started strong. It's so hard it's a very fine line between like falling down into that like Muse uprising, or Coldplay's, was it Power to the People or the People of the Pride, where it's just like boom, 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 boom. It's like dumb. Sounds like a Ford commercial. And this, where it's like, it's still that, that blues riff, a very simple blues interval, and keeping it good and interesting. But this had like really nice production. The vocal delivery was very raw and rough. Just a really nice rock song. I dig it. Okay, Down by the Water. Let's listen to this one again. We'll see how I like it on a second listen.
I lost my heart under the bridge. Oh, and now I holler down by the water.
This song makes a lot more sense in the context of this album. Not a fan of the ASMR part, though. I can tell you that. You know, I get why that was a single. I get why it was maybe even a very popular single. I don't think it works well as a single, though. Like, I shouldn't say that. I think it works better in the album than it does as a single. And it's definitely not a perfect snapshot of the whole album, I would say, because it's very simple, it's very minimal. The guitar work is not necessarily like any of the other songs. It is a very minimal kind of track. It's a good track, and I like it way more on this listen than I did the first time because I have a little bit more of a context to kind of give it some flavor. But yeah, I don't know. Like if I had to pick so far, I would have picked like Teclo as a track to sample from this. But that's not really why I don't think that's why it was picked. I don't even remember who picked this song on the subreddit, but I don't think it was picked to be a snapshot of the whole album. It's probably just the big single or a big favorite from the album. But yeah, better on second listen, I can tell you that much. Okay, next track, I Think I'm a Mother. Weakest one so far. Probably not a controversial opinion, right? It feels like one of those album tracks, like a transitionary track. Like you just came off of Long Snake Moan, Down by the Water, Think I'm a Mother, and then like maybe a swing up now or a continual swing down. That song had like 3 notes in it. I don't know. It wasn't bad though. It was just a little bit like boring compared to the other ones. Singing was a little monotone. Anyway, 2 tracks left. Send His Love to Me. I think this is another single. Now, I don't know quite, what am I saying? I'm just completely like losing my mind. I don't know what the dancer will be like, but this kind of feels like a nice, like kind of plateau. Like we're kind of coasting off of the bombastic Long Snake Moan, and we're finally kind of, smooth sailing. I like that one quite a bit. It was very hypnotic. easy to kind of get lost in, and I like that that acoustic guitar in it is really nice as well. Very good, very good. I'm liking this album more than I was expecting to from just hearing Down by the Water, so that's always a good thing, right? The Dancer, final track. Let's go.
And fast like a phoenix out of fire flames. Lord, just to send me on some side. I'd look long, I'd look far. As long as the sunshine, blue sky. One day, so long night. Oh Lord, be near me tonight.
There it is. Not a favorite on the album, but it was quite nice. Very simple. I don't know what you would call this. Hold on. I will show you one moment. Very common chord progression. What you call that? Like a 1/6. No. Oh gosh. Oh man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. I'll put it up on the screen maybe. But it was very lyrically and vocally rich, and some of the production was really nice as well. Very interesting way to close out the album. To Bring You My Love. It is finished. It is a good album. To be perfectly honest, like the first 3, maybe 4 songs, I was like, I don't know, because there's definitely like a, granted this wasn't necessarily the era of vinyl still, but there definitely is like a side A, side B feel going on here. Like Teclo was a really interesting turning point, and then Long Snake Moan was an explosion that cascaded down into the last 2 tracks, which were nice. Yeah, I think this was really solid. This was really solid. Some of my favorites were Teclo, Long Snake Moan, Send His Love to Me. The only one I didn't really like was I Think I'm a Mother. All the others were interesting. Working for the Man was here and there, but they all had something interesting to offer, and it was more eclectic than I was expecting it to be. And very rich, very raw. Definitely in that Nick Cave world of this almost like gothic tinged stuff tonally, but like it sounds like, you know, punk blues, art rock kind of a thing. And it's very compelling, very cool. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Nice album, really solid stuff. And I'm excited to keep trucking on with Sonic Youth next, so that'll be fun. Anyway, things to plug. Of course, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Like I said at the beginning, $1 a month gets you access to polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums, of which this was poll 20. Or $10 a month, access to unedited reactions, of which this is one of them. Also, Discord, link in the description for that. Like I mentioned at the beginning, 150 members over there, give or take. Lots of fun music discussions, music recommendations, topster charts, memes, controversial topics. All the stuff is there. We have a lot of fun. And that's really it. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to go now and edit this video. That's weird, right? It's weird. You're watching it. So what's happening? And yes, next week we will resume with Sister by Sonic Youth. And of course, expect the onslaught of song reactions to continue. And that's all I have. Until next time, everybody, you have a great day, a great week, a great life, and Godspeed.